Yo, how's it going? It's been a while since we've done one of these, and we have a pile. Not one pile, we have two piles, so this is probably going to be an extra long video, but let's get into it. Pickups for literally. Ooh, it's been some time, probably a month since we did anything like this. I mean, on YouTube, definitely more than a month, but through YouTube, it's been at least a month and a half, so let's get into it. I'll try and remember what I paid, but I can't guarantee I can. But first, one thing I do know, and we bought this a few weeks ago. So I'm getting a new shelf, the exact same shelf as I've got now. But so we're gonna have two Billy bookcases behind us, and I want to make a little wrestling display. I've always loved wrestling, so we picked up from my good friend Lee, who owns the shop that you all know about, Rewind Collectibles and Games. Macho Man, my favorite old school wrestler, as you would call it. So I keep looking at this just to see if the video is okay. But yeah, so my favorite old school wrestler. So yeah, I saw this. The look at how cool it looks, man. Just with the ring set up. So they had an Andre one as well, which I don't know. I wasn't really that mad into Andre. I only really remember him fighting Hulk Hogan, and that's it, or wrestling Hulk Hogan. But Macho Man, I remember seeing him from a very early age, and I was like, this guy can do so many more things than anyone else could do around that time. He was athletic. He was, he had a good character. So yeah, Macho Man. He's got the first to go on my little wrestling shelf when we make it. I'm planning to do like a little background and everything. It's like a wrestling background. Also, this is going to get hectic. So yeah, that's pickup number one. Very cool. I was very happy to pay the price I paid for it as well, which was like 24 quid. So yeah. The next pickup that I got also from Rewind that day was this. Now it does say £12 on it, but Lee, the absolute diamond, gave me £2 off it because it's so bad. But obviously, you all know I'm collecting movie games, movie tie-in games. We're going to play those on stream at some point. Fast and Furious Crossroads. This game is meant to be an absolute abomination of a game, and we own it. So I'm very excited to play that. It's going to be awful. So yeah, that's the next game. The next game, actually, that we're playing right now on stream is Rayman 3. We got this from... I went last 2 weekends ago now. Went to Doorway to Darkness. So I got this, I think it was $2.99. Actually, I'll be able to tell you. $3.99 complete. Up to now, I'm level 6. The game's a billion times better than Rayman 1. Yeah, it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. And hopefully, I still think that by the time I finished it, but at this point now, I've just finished the desert level. Not the desert level. No, I think it is the desert level. The one with the big dudes that chase you, say they're going to eat your skin. Just finished that level. So yeah, that's some context. Also, I'm going to go through some more pickups that we got. So we traded in Silent Hill Downpour and Silent Hill Homecoming and a couple of other things. Thing is, I was going to go for a full set of Silent Hill, but Downpour and Homecoming are so bad that I was just like, there's no point me picking them up. There's no point me keeping them. I've played them now on stream. They're just going to sit on a shelf and rot. I have no intention of ever playing them again. So I'd rather trade them in, especially because Downpour is so... what's the word I'm looking for? It's worth quite a bit. It was £55 I got for it. So I was very happy with that. So I put it to, and originally I saw a sealed Yakuza 2, and I was like, do I get it for the PS2? I saw a couple of Resident Evil things, like figurines, but they weren't in the condition that I want for my Resident Evil shelf. So I was randomly browsing. I was like, maybe I just keep the credit because Doorway is expanded massively. There's always going to be stuff there. They have a nice copy of Final Fantasy 3 for the SNES. But I saw this, and I saw something else that I'll show you in a minute. And this is Shadow of the Colossus. This is the limited edition version, I think. Or This might just be Shadow of the Colossus how it came on PS2, but it's the cardboard sleeve variant, and it's literally pristine. There's not a mark on it. I've still got it in its outer. I don't really like this plasticky shit. I get why they do it in shops, because then people aren't getting their manky hands and stuff. But for me, on my shelf, I'm gonna buy a box protector for these. There's no way they're staying in this. They're staying in this for now until I get a box protector. But yeah, I'm very happy to add this. I played this for the first time in a couple of months ago, start of the year, for Sandy's 36 month game. And obviously, we can't get Shadow of the Colossus without my personal favourite, Ico. Which, again, this is the limited edition version of Ico. But this one has slight... Can't really see it that much, but it has a slight... Not rip, but a slight bend in the cardboard. In a couple of places. But just on the edge. But other than that, it's absolutely pristine. And altogether, I paid 39... Well, I paid 40 for that and 30 for that, so 70 altogether. I would never buy them if it wasn't for me having credit. But the fact that the condition was so good, I had to pick them up. So yeah, I'm very chuffed with that. We've already gone through a video of that. That's not what I've picked up. The next one are, again, some Rewind pickups. I don't actually know if I've shown some of these before, but we're going for the James Bond full set. To play on stream from PS2 onwards. But we've got 007 Legends, which this is meant to be terrible, I've been told. This has some pretty good movies on, though. It has Goldfinger, Moonraker, Die Another Day is not great, Her Majesty's History, Secret Service, and License to Kill. I don't remember this game. I never played this game, but people say this is one of the worst Bond games that you can get. So we'll find out, I suppose. The next one is... I got these from Rewind, by the way. GoldenEye Rogue Agent. I don't know if this is any different to the remake they did, but... again, it's just one that we need. We also picked up... I think I've shown these on TikTok. Forza Motorsport 2. I loved Forza Motorsport back in the day, so I'm very happy to pick it up. I'm planning, at the minute, we're doing like 24-month, 36-month sub games, and then we're going on to JRPGs. I don't know if we'll even get round to doing JRPGs before October, before we start Horror Month, but on the weekends, we're playing just to give it a little break, and I've got a backlog of games like this, like the Bonds, that I don't really want to dedicate a franchise run to and mainline it in the week. So we're going to focus on those on the weekend. I have said after we're currently playing Sleeping Dogs from this weekend, and then I think we're going to play a racing game. So we might do Forza. I don't think we're going to do Forza to begin with, though. I think I'm going to do Project Gotham 3, because I played 1 and 2 last year, and they were really good. The next one, we've just finished GTA 4 and all its DLC. I've had my eyes out for this game for a while, and I've not played this since I had a PSP. But Liberty City Stories, this game was really good when I played it back in the day. So I was absolutely thrilled to see this. I've not seen this game in person or Vice City Stories ever, I don't think. They're very rare for me, anyway. Although I've not really looked for them. They're not really games you tend to see that much. I know Vice City Stories is a bit more expensive, so it's probably a bit more rare, but yeah, we'll be playing these on stream for sure, because I loved GTA 4 and its DLC were fantastic. They were really good. So, and I've always been one to kind of criticize GTA 4, but other than like them taking out the side stuff like the vigilantes and or the fire truck missions or ambulance missions, the fun stuff that gives you the bonus. I don't know if in this they are in that again, but that's my only gripe with GTA 4. I just full sent the story because it felt like all the side content didn't really give you much. There was not much point in it. The next game is, again, this is going to be 1000% a weekend game. The Saboteur. As you can see, these are all fucking incredibly priced, by the way. Some games cheaper than CEX. Some games around the same price as CEX. But Lee definitely priced his games, I would argue, very fairly. And if you buy like a fucking bundle of games, he's always going to give you a quid or two off. Like he'll just go, "Oh, I'm not taking 57. I'll take 55." Like he's a good guy. So please go and check out his shop. But yeah, the Saboteur. I played this on release. I fucking didn't know anything about it. I just saw, so it looks like a World War II game, open world. I was like, okay, let's try it, and it's amazing. Like the concept that game has is so cool. Like as you discover and free more the zone, it goes to color. The zones that are captured or under occupation of the baddies are in black and white. So great, awesome game. So I'm excited to play that. Next game, which is definitely another weekend game. I tried to get MotorStorm Apocalypse as well, but we just got the original MotorStorm. I really want to get Apocalypse because I remember MotorStorm Apocalypse being amazing. So yeah, I'm very excited to play that. £3, not much to say. And then finally, oh god, I forgot I even bought this until I just picked it up now. Prince of Persia trilogy. For the PS3. So I do not like Prince of Persia. I've gone on stream many times and said the only Prince of Persias I've ever played are Sands of Time and Two Thrones. I played Sands of Time on a PC back in the day, and I didn't know that you could WASD. So I was using the arrow keys, and I was using my little pinky finger to jump with space. That wasn't why I didn't like it. It just was clunky anyway, the game. But yeah, I'm going to play the Prince of Persias eventually, just like we're going to play the Tomb Raiders. We're slowly collecting those. I'm waiting for the second remastered games to come down in price before I pick those up physically. That's Rewind done. Thank you again, Lee. You're a fucking legend. Now, these are... I went to Rotherham CEX, which... I've had some good stuff, actually, from Rotherham CEX. You would think it's a small town. People don't have much money in Rotherham, I don't think, on the general consensus. But people clearly have good games in their collection. And there's 3 games that took my eye. Now, can you see it on my shelf? No, it's just out of shot. But on this shelf here, I own this game that I'm about to show you. Final Fantasy X and X-2 remaster for the PS3. Now, I own just the box of this and the in the contents, but I don't have the disc. So this was £8 it was priced at, and it's literally, I mean, as you can see, it's absolutely immaculate. My copy that I bought off Vinted recently for £10 looks like a dog's eating it in some places. So to get that for £8 complete with disc, I can literally just give away my old one to anyone that's collecting. The next 2 though, I never planned on. I sold these games for the PS4 the minute I beat them because they're not for me. I liked the 3rd game, but the 1 and 2 I just didn't. I don't know. I just didn't like. But I saw these. I saw cardboard. I saw the condition, and I had to pick them up. So we got Kingdom Hearts 2 or 2.5 Remix for the PS3. It's missing the pin badge, but it has everything else in it. Just look at how nice that is. So yeah, when I saw these on the shelf, a woman had hold of this, and she was like, "Oh, do I buy this? It's £8. I don't know." And I said to her, "Well, if you don't buy it, I'm going to get it." And she gave it me. She just handed it me. I went, "Oh, you have it then." And I already had this and the other Kingdom Hearts in my hand at the time. So Kingdom Hearts 1.5, which again, look how beautiful. Like, I'm not a fan of Kingdom Hearts. I think the story is just ridiculous. The combat is boring. It's not for me. I liked Kingdom Hearts 3, but again, for the gameplay, the fucking story just went straight off my head. But yeah, the condition of those 2 are really nice, and to get them at the same price as the normal, I think I got them for like, one of them was 10, one of them was 5, or they might have both like been a bit less. It might have been Final Fantasy that was 10. I can't remember. I don't have the receipt. But yeah, they're just going to look nice on a shelf. I'm going to make on one of these is going to be just all JRPGs because I'm collecting JRPGs at the minute. So yeah. And then also I saw another game when we went, which was From Russia with Love. This is the game I used to see everywhere, and I just never thought of ever buying it or playing it. It's weird. But yeah, what else can you say? It's just another Bond for the collection. We're going to play them all. We're going to find out what release order they came out in and play them all as well. So that'll be a weekend thing, though. Just like when we do Call of Duties, which are down there. We're just going to play those on the weekends. We're not going to do week streams. The next game that we got isn't a game. It's a film. Now, I don't like anime. I'm not really a big fan. But there's an anime I've always wanted to watch. And I've been recommended it by many people. And that is... And I finally found it. I've been looking for this for months. And it's just never anywhere. But it's Ghost in a Shell. Is it in a shell? Ghost in the Shell. That's how uncultured I am, boys. I don't even know the name of it. I saw the live action version of this and it was awful. So I was like, well, that must mean this is shit, but probably not. This is meant to be really good. This is the 1995, I think it came out. Yeah, 1995. This is the 1995. I think there's a more recent one that's not as good. But yeah, I'm so glad to finally pick that up and we'll watch that. We'll probably have a movie night in Discord and watch that with people. Since we watched Spirited Away and a lot of people joined for that. It's not my sort of thing again, but I had fun. I have fun watching anything. I'm a sucker for bad movies. We're watching the new War of the Worlds with Ice Cube tonight. Just me and my wife, not in Discord or anything, but that looks terrible and I'm excited. Next game, or again, when we do Call of Duties, we're also going to be integrating another series, which is, personally, I loved this series growing up, but Medal of Honor. We got a couple of Medal of Honor games. The only two I need to buy now, 3 Medal of Honor games I need. I need the second one on PS3. I think it's called Warfighter. And then I need both Medal of Honors on PS1, which I played to death as a kid. So yeah, they're the only ones I need. And then we're pretty much good to go because I've got all the Call of Duties. So yeah, that'll be good. Medal of Honor, Vanguard, I don't even know. And I've never played this one. I owned this one on PC back in the day. But Medal of Honor, European Assault. I don't know. Some of these might overlap with the other Medal of Honors that are on console or PC, but I don't know. I'm buying them all. I'll play them all, and I'll trade them all in. I'll get pennies for them, but who cares? The next little pile of games is actually I bought off a friend. He's like just getting rid of some odds and ends, some shit. So, yeah, I'll go through it. I got these, I think, for like 30 quid, 35 quid from my friend Steve. First is Chronicles of Riddick. Assault on Dark Athena. Sorry, I'm looking at my own fucking thing here, but yeah. Never played Chronicles of Riddick. Apparently, there's a second one of these, or this is the second one. But I'm collecting movie games because we're going to do a fucking month of movie games at some point, or series games. Another game that I picked up, which I have no idea why, but it just looked cool from the thing. Soldier of Fortune Payback. I never played Soldier of Fortune. I have no idea. But yeah, it's just a shoot things game. Next game. Now, there was a version of this on the PS2 and Xbox original that I loved. Hulk Ultimate Destruction. This, however, probably is trash. But Hulk the Incredible, or the Incredible Hulk. Clearly not Hulk the Incredible, you moron. Yeah, I've not heard good things about this. So I'm collecting so many things. I've kind of slowed down because I'm getting tattoos. Like just had this tattoo done, which looks amazing from a distance. Up close because it's still healing, it looks like shit. But yeah, I'm kind of focusing on what are they called? Tattoos at the minute. Slowing down collecting just because yeah, I've bought everything I need for Horror Month. That's all in the bag and waiting to go. But yeah, we're just sort of focusing elsewhere. I'm still looking out for things I'm buying, picking up like these, for example. I got these the other day. If I see a bargain or I see something that I fucking really like the look of, I'm still going to get it, but I'm not actively opening Vinted every day and searching my search strings for things. I'm kind of taking a bit of a break from it and saving a bit of money for tattoos and things. The next game is going to go in the JRPG list. I've always wanted to play this game. Eternal Sonata. I thought it was called Eternal Sonata, but it's Sonata. Yeah, this looks. I've always liked the art style to this. I'm not really into like the chibi weeby style, but I remember this game coming out back in the day, and I really liked the look of like the art and stuff. And it's not. I'm not one to be drawn to a game like this, but it looks kind of cool. It looks very similar to like Tales games, I think, from what I've seen recently of Tales. But yeah, I'm very excited to play that. That's on my list. When we get into JRPGs, we'll be full sending on that. Next game is Mr. DKC's favourite, Clive Barker's Jericho, for the Xbox 360. I generally don't collect 360. Steve has a massive. Obviously, he's getting every Xbox original game. He doesn't have a PlayStation. He has a PlayStation, but he doesn't really collect for it. But certain games I don't mind getting on Xbox. Some of it is backwards compatible, so we'll just pop it in the Series X. I do have a proper controller now for the 360, so it'll make playing them a lot easier, rather than using the fucking plug-in pad that kept unplugging itself. The next game is an absolute classic. I played this back in the day. I remember it being a bit heavy on the stealth, but I remember kind of liking it. And it's one of those that you'd see all the time in game or Game Station back then. But Alpha Protocol, the espionage RPG. Yeah, what can I say about it? It's one of those games that you used to see everywhere in Game Station, and now it's on my shelf. And then last but not least, there is one more game that Steve actually forgot to bring me, but that was the Hitman trilogy. So we're going to play Hitman at some point, clearly. And he's got the trilogy for me. So I got those as well. But the last one I got, because maybe we could tie this in with Call of Duty and Medal of Honor, but it was more for the fact that it's a steelbook. And that is Brother in Arms, Hell's Highway, which, as soon as he said, in brackets, steelbook, in his list that he sent me, I was like, thank you, I'll be taking that. Obviously, it is full and complete, so that's one for the shelf, to put on the shelf of ever-growing steelbooks. But yeah, that wraps up. Actually, I thought there was more than that, but that wraps up all the pickups. Like I said, I've slowed down a little bit. There are probably one or two things that I've got recently. I'm trying to think. I've shown Final Fantasy, Resident Evil. No, I've not had any. No, the only other things I've been really focusing on, if I am checking for anything daily at the minute, it's the Resident Evil 2 figures. So we've got two at the minute. We've got Mr. X and we've got Birkin. I've seen in a couple of retro shops actually, the Claire set. I think Claire and a zombie. But the condition's not for what I want. I'm a bit of a goblin and I'm trying to get them all sealed. So yeah, if it's not in a condition that I think is acceptable for me, then I'm just going to pass on it. It's one of those that you can't go to a shop and buy them. There's no point me just rushing and buying the first one I see. I don't even know what the rarest one is. Funnily enough, as I've been collecting those, I've found like 3 or 4 of the old Resident Evil 1 figures in really good condition, but I'm not collecting that yet. I'm just going to keep it as it is for now. Collect 2 and then we'll do 1 at another day if I want to. But yeah, that wraps up the pickups video. Thank you for watching, and until the next time when I have another massive pile of games.